Everyone has friends. You have friends, I have friends, we all have friends. But this is the time I realized one of my friends was actually super toxic. So when I was like 13 or 14 years old, I had no friends at school. But that's another story. So one day when I was alone like usual, this girl came out of nowhere and started talking to me. And she was super nice and sweet. She was listening to all my problems, giving me advice, and was there for me. So I started to hang out with her more. And eventually, I moved classes to be with her and her friends. They didn't seem super excited about it. But over time, we became actually great friends until she started to become the worst friend I could have. The first time I noticed something was off was when we were all hanging out, just talking, and I wasn't paying too much attention. I was on my phone talking to my online friends. And suddenly she stops to look at me and tells me that I'm being super disrespectful for not listening to her and to put my phone down. I was shocked because she used to ignore us all the time when she was talking to her boyfriend. Mind you, this guy was like 24 and she was 16. But, anyways, one day it was just me and her. She had asked me to go to a cafeteria with her, but I had plans with another friend. But I thought I just hang out with her until her friends came along. Eventually, her friends arrived, and I just want to say that those girls didn't like me at all. They started to sit down and talk to her. So I stood up and told her that I made plans with another friend and that I will see her in class. Not long after that, I was just with my friend, talking, catching up on life, just hanging out. And suddenly I get a text from her saying, I bet you left because you don't want to eat. Okay, a quick disclaimer. So basically, the lunch at my school was nasty. So I trained my brain into not being hungry during lunch so I could get hungry at home. And if you or someone you know struggles with their body image, please seek help from a professional. And there are people there for you, and you're not alone. But, anyways, back to the story. Her comments made me nervous. She seemed super focused on my weight and what I did with my body and how much I ate. I know she had a difficult time with her self image, which, trust me, I understand. It was high school, it's rough. But that's not an excuse to talk about someone else's body. Don't force people into your mindset. But this became a pattern. She always had an opinion about my body. And yeah, I was skinny, but I was not dying, okay? But that just seemed to trigger her. After lunch, I knew it was coming. The comments, the interrogation. So when we were waiting for class to start, she looks at me and asks me why didn't I eat? Why did I leave her alone? And the worst part was when she said,
Te ves como un puto esqueleto. Pareces muerta.
and that's when I had enough. So I told her
A ti no te gustaría que te llame gorda.
it was harsh, and I admitted it's not a good comeback. I shouldn't have made a comment about her body. And yeah, she got mad and didn't talk to me for like a whole week. Eventually, time passes, and later that year, one of our friends has thrown a party. And being the shy, insecure blob I was, I texted my friend saying I couldn't go. He seemed cool about it, he didn't mind at all, but she was not having it. She started texting me and calling me, saying I'm the worst friend for not going. And in the beginning of the school year, the first week of school, she made all her friends ignore me. But don't worry, there's a good ending to this. In our fourth year of high school, she actually moves to another school. We kind of stayed in touch, but it was obvious that we were growing apart. But one day she texted me, basically asking me why didn't I reach out? Why did I ghosted her out of nowhere? And I just straight up told her that she sucked and she was the worst friend I had. She seemed really surprised and told me that she felt really bad. And eventually she apologized to me. We never talked again after that, but we seemed to understand why. But even after that, I hope she's doing okay. This happened to me in high school, but that doesn't mean when you're older, you won't have to deal with toxic people. this experience made me stronger in a way because now that I'm older and more sure of myself, I can see the signs of a toxic person sooner. But you don't have to. If someone is being toxic and is making you feel bad all the time, remember to be brave and to stand up for yourself and to cut that person off.